What's good, BitRushers? My name's DeFi Brains, and you're watching BitRush Crypto for another weekly edition of NFT news. We are coming in a day late because I was gone all weekend, so I do apologize about that. However, we don't have that much NFT news this week anyway, so it should be kind of short and sweet. If you guys are enjoying the content, go ahead and pound on that thumbs up button throughout the video. Find links for all of the articles below, as well as all of my social media. And go ahead and sub to my channel with bell on to be notified as future videos drop, including the weekly NFT news. I'd also just like to remind you that you can follow the company ABRAXAS over at ABRAXAS_DAO on Twitter, as well as join up our Discord at discord.gg/ABRAXAS if you guys want updates on what we're working on, or if you need help working on your own NFT project. We have lots of great resources and chat rooms and all kinds of other creators and artists in there. First up in today's news, we do have the Meta Brew Society own and govern a brewery via NFTs. So a forward-thinking Munich-based company, Meta Brew Society, MBS for short, is set to leverage NFTs in order to offer voting rights to its DAO members on decisions made in a physical brewery. Formed in February of this year by a company of NFT beer enthusiasts, MBS ultimately combines the wonders of beer, the metaverse, DAOs, and NFTs to create an experience of avenues of ownership which possesses utility in both physical and digital realms. Voting rights will come through the distribution of the Beer Share Certificate NFTs, which will each provide varying levels of governance across the decision made in the physical brewery in Munich, as well as decisions made in future metaverse land plots, with the sandbox rumored to be a potential location. The decisions made will be with regards to brewery methods, pricing to NFT holders and non-holders, and distribution strategy. A total of 6,000 NFTs will be rolled out in 2 stages, with the first being given to whitelisted members at a to-be-announced date and price. Once 75% of the NFTs have been minted, MBS will complete the purchase of the existing brewery, which will then allow it to change its name to Meta Brewery, as well as form a DAO that will consist of the NFT holders. The revenue gained from the NFT mint will go towards the purchase and expansion of the brewery, the hosting of NFT holder festivals and events, and the allowance for each NFT holder to receive at least 100 free cans of beer per year. Here, holders will most likely be airdrop beer allowance via separate NFTs, so they can essentially sell their beer if they don't plan on consuming it. With regards to MBS presence in the metaverse, it'll seek to leverage an emerging virtual space in order to increase its exposure, whilst using an online shop for its future beer ranges. The project is also not ruling out the prospect of purchasing a second brewery, which can be facilitated through the rollout of more NFTs. So really cool strategy here. Obviously breweries are really cool kind of things that get in on this kind of pop culture type stuff, whatever is happening around. And so really cool to see that a brewery is taking this strategy as a meta brewery. I actually do in the future think that we will have more like autonomous organizations and more companies that are kind of doing the same thing, that offer up shares into their company if you'd like to purchase them through an NFT. So really great strategy. Really great to see these guys kind of pushing the limits and being the first of their kind. So congrats to you. Next up in the NFT news, we do have the first time ever a US law firm airdrops NFT subpoena in an exchange hack case. In what could represent a landmark legal development for the crypto industry, US law firm Holland and Knight has served a defendant a pretrial temporary injunction as a non-fungible token (NFT), acting in a legal case involving a client crypto exchange LCX. For the first time in history, a temporary restraining order (TRO) to the defendant has been served via NFT, according to the exchange. Similarly, CEO and founder of LCX tweeted that the court order marks a historic milestone for the blockchain and the crypto industry as a sign of maturity and new transparency. In a statement, Holland and Knight said that the NFT subpoena was created and airdropped to the defendant by the law firm's asset recovery team. They called it a service token or service NFT. The on-chain process, said LCX, can be found on Ethereum's blockchain. The legal case involves a hacking attack on an exchange that took place in January. LCX said in a statement that the theft wiped close to US dollar worth of $8 million in crypto, but about 60% of the stolen funds have been frozen. The attack targeted one of the exchange's hot wallet. So that's basically everything for this one. Just kind of cool to see that, if you don't know who the actual person is who did the attack, you can still subpoena them through the blockchain by airdropping an NFT subpoena to them. Just kind of cool use of the technology here, but I'm not sure, what the legal standards are and, how if the person's going to respond or they're just going to burn the token. Obviously, if they're anonymous, there's no way of actually forcing them to show up or, whatever for court. But just kind of funny here and, good to see that we are using the technology for the greater good. We'll see what comes of this case, and if we see any future things like this where they're like hacks or whatever, people doing scams and things like that, if different law firms start using this strategy of actually airdropping NFT subpoenas or court orders or whatever it is, just kind of funny, cool news here, I guess. And in bigger news, we have MasterCard adds the Sandbox Nifty Gateway mintable to simple NFT purchase. So MasterCard has announced that it's teaming up with several non-fungible token marketplaces to bring payment network to Web3, making it possible to purchase NFTs with its debit and credit cards. According to the blog post, NFT marketplaces partnering with MasterCard include Immutable X, Candy Digital, The Sandbox, Mintable, Spring, and Nifty Gateway, as well as Web3 infrastructure provider MoonPay. The integration will enable users to purchase NFTs in an easy and safer manner by using their credit cards rather than crypto to complete the transaction. Combined, these marketplaces generate more than $25 billion in sales from 2021, from the art to sports to video games to collectibles to metaverse platforms, according to MasterCard. So again, guys, this is really cool to see. Technically NFTs are crypto, but you shouldn't have to necessarily already have crypto to be able to purchase a collectible, to be able to purchase art. If we want to expand to the masses and get more mainstream with Web3 technology, we're going to need to see partnerships like this. So really great in general just for the industry to see something like this. And we do have the tweet here from MasterCard News. It says MasterCard is expanding its partnership with NFT marketplaces and Web3 providers to simplify the process of buying NFTs. Now anyone can buy an NFT with their MasterCard without having to buy crypto first. Learn more here. And so, when I used to do marketing and things like that, we used to go through like sales process optimization and all kinds of stuff like that. And one of the main things that we would look at and kind of as a test was like, can your grandma do this? Like, would your grandmother be able to go on here and purchase this? Is it too hard or complicated of a process? Do you need to know certain things or whatever? Or is it simple enough that a grandmother could do it? And by adding in like MasterCard so people can buy NFTs, now a grandmother could do it. They don't need to worry about Uniswap and exchanging tokens or anything like that, or even, maybe like a Coinbase or some sort of like fiat on-ramp. They don't have to worry about any of that right now. They don't have to worry about OpenSea necessarily. They just need their MasterCard and a couple clicks of a button through these payment processors and different portals to sell NFTs, and now your grandmother can buy NFTs. So great to see that MasterCard is helping simplify the process. However, I'm sure they're still taking their 3.5% on top of it, so there is that. However, good news to see pushing forward the bounds for Web3 technology. And in another bit of news here, we have Okada and Company lists a commercial building in New York for sale as an NFT. So again, more industries are getting into NFTs and Web3 technology and leveraging it for the use of just regular transactions and things like that. So this isn't the first real estate NFT we've seen. We've seen some other ones in the past, but this looks like they're a commercial one and they're starting to do really cool stuff here, and they're planning on leveraging NFTs in the future. So like other industries, the real estate sector has started to leverage NFTs. In a new turn of events, Okada and Company, an American real estate organization, managed to list a commercial property in the form of an NFT for the first time. As an NFT, the listing of the commercial estate took place on an OpenSea platform with the valuation of 15,000 Ethereum. As per NFT rules, buyers can get exclusive rights to a commercial building. The use rights of the building are usually part of the deed covenants. The official word from Okada and Company states that the dynamics of the real estate market are changing for good. With this innovation, the real estate company expects to see more closings and believes that NFTs will be the key to growing a competitive edge in a saturated market. But since the sale of this commercial property was not strictly traditional, NFTs don't require the completion of the transaction. Instead, it highlights the transfer of a title or deed of a commercial building to a new owner. So again, really cool to see them using the technology of Web3 to transfer the deed. It's not technically a purchase of the building, but you own the deed, so you control it, I think is what they're basically saying with that. And details of this deed: the property is selling for 46,299 square feet and situated in a classy Chelsea neighborhood of New York City. Apart from the attractive West Side location, the commercial property consists of a retail building and 70-story office and is close to some of the major New York City landmarks like Madison Square Garden. In this real estate deal, there is just one non-fungible token that will go through an Ethereum-based listing. So really cool here, guys. And as always, all of these articles are linked in the description below if you want to read any of them in the full, as well as all of my social media. So go ahead and give me a follow. If you guys are enjoying the content, go ahead and give it a like. Share it on social media with your friends. Let them know we got the weekly NFT news. Bell on to be notified for next week's video as it drops. Again, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Happy crypto, and let's get those NFTs.